Habari zenu ma guys. For those of you who may not know, I am Susan Nganga and welcome to my channel. I hope you guys are doing amazing. Today's video is a continuation of the series that we started. So this is episode 5 of my life as a sister, and I'll be telling you about how different it is raising her, how different it is raising a differently abled kid. And let me bring you up to speed for those of you who do not know. I have been a sister for 4 years to a kid with a condition called cerebral palsy. And yes, it's cerebral palsy. For the longest time, I've thought it's cerebral palsy. So every time I say it in the right way, it always feels so weird. And you guys know my second name is Nganga, so saying cerebral palsy is a whole workout. But yeah, so she has CP. And this series is me trying to educate you and trying to teach you a couple of things here and there so that you understand. And yeah, if you haven't already subscribed, kindly do so. It is absolutely free. Absolutely free. Just if the subscribe button is red, just tap. It's very simple. Very, very simple. And also press the bell that is there on the side so that every time I post a video you get notified. And yeah, let's get started. First point is my sister is solely dependent on us. My sister has not yet learned how to use her hands to hold on to things, although nowadays she tries. Like if I take her hand, let's say I'm carrying her and I place her hand here, I feel as though she's trying to hold me a bit tightly. She also hasn't started walking, so any form of movement, anything that she requires to do, whether wants to do it for her, whether wants to help her do it, because she can't do it on her own. Second point is her nutrition. My sister's nutrition is very different. She does not have what we take. If we're eating a certain type of food, she rarely takes it. Although there's a time we tried like incorporating it, like we were giving her, you know, like how you try to sneak in something, but then we stopped because I don't know whether she was having like either allergic reactions or she was just in a very weird mood, and we thought the food was affecting her because it's the only thing we had changed. And also there are foods that she can't take. She can't take things like pumpkins. Her food cannot be cooked using onions. She can't take things like spinach. So we need to put that into consideration when we're feeding her. As I was saying, we need to put into consideration what she takes. Although we were trying to like gradually take her up a bit, like a notch, because we were told the larger the particles of food we give her, the more it exercises her mouth and she'll be able to use her tongue, and slowly she'll start talking. So nowadays we don't blend her food. We used to use a hand blender and we'll make her food into like a puree. You see that puree word, but it will be like really soft. But nowadays we don't do that, and she eats properly. The one thing that we try to do is make her meals balanced diet and spread her meals throughout the day, because you see she can't tell you she's hungry. Third point, my sister requires 24-hour surveillance. I know all kids are monitored throughout the day, but then this is different. Why? She can't do anything on her own, so you need to check, is she seated properly, is she comfortable? And let me actually give you guys a short story. Until recently, my sister had never slept on her own, and the reason is because we were all so skeptical about it. And the reason we were skeptical is when I would sleep with her, you know, like how you're sleeping this way, normally this is the pillow, this is the baby. My sister would face down and she would face the pillow. So if she faces the pillow, she can't breathe. And now when she can't breathe, instead of getting back up like this, she would now try going to this other side, which even makes it worse, and she can't breathe at all. So we were a bit scared, because if such a thing happened and she's alone, no one would notice. Let's not talk about it because it's scary. But yeah, so she requires 24-hour surveillance. We need to know, is she okay? Is she changed? Is she fed? She just requires someone to always be there, because she'll not come and tell you, Mama, I want to do this, Mama, I want to eat, Mama, I want this, but she'll get there. Fourth point is she has therapy sessions every week. So every week my sister gets to get a visit from her occupational therapist, and this happens every Saturday, Thursday, Tuesday. So Tuesday, Thursday, and Saturday. And this occupational therapist basically comes. He does a couple of exercises on her, and they're really beneficial because we're seeing positive changes in her. And you guys, let me actually give you a very short story about the first time that I was there during a therapy session. So I got a sister when I was in high school, so most of the times I was in school when she was at home. And before she started getting home visits, we used to take her somewhere for therapy, like a place where they do therapy. And this one time I was at home and the therapist was at home. So the therapist comes, and I think I was seated there because I don't know I was seated there, but I was seated there where she was getting her therapy done. My sister started crying. I started feeling so emotional. I'm feeling so emotional. And the thing is, when you say that you feel as though she really needs your help, but you can't do anything about it. And I went to the bedroom and I cried. I cried my heart out. It was actually so hard. The dad also used to hate therapy. Not hate therapy, but the time that they used to take my sister out, like to the place where she used to get therapy done, my dad would stay in the car until therapy is done. He wouldn't get in because he let me say what he used to say. He used to say he feels as though my sister is crying for help and there's nothing he can do. So it would break his heart. And it's so sad. And I even remember during those times, my dad would not stay in the house if therapy was going on. He wouldn't do that. I also wouldn't. It used to be so sad. But nowadays, my sister has become a guru. If you see her during therapy, it's like a gym session. She's just like, she listens so much. And I thank God for her current occupational therapist because he is an amazing guy. But she'll just be there and she'll even laugh because she's grown, and I think nowadays she doesn't feel pain. And also the therapist tries to make the session as enjoyable as possible. So you'll even find at times my sister will laugh during therapy. That is growth and we love to see it. My fifth point is my sister is dependent on some medicine. And this is it's actually a very sad thing, yeah, because I remember there was this one time, there's a certain medicine called Rivotril. This medicine could not be found anywhere. Every parent that, or anyone who used to use it, was looking for it and no one would find it. We were so desperate. I even remember I posted it on my status and I was like, if you know about any pharmacist, any hospital that has this medicine, kindly tell me. Because if my sister does not use that medicine, things are really ugly. And during that period, there was one specific day my sister had not taken that medicine, I think for like 2 days, and she was crying so much because you see, it's like an addiction. She had started taking this pill when she was most probably like 2 days old. Maybe not 2, I'm exaggerating, but from the time she was really young. So she has used this thing for like 2 years, and now she doesn't have it in her system. So she was crying so much. And the medicine is an anti-convulsant, potato. Yeah, let me just say, whenever she would get convulsions, her body would become so stiff. She would cry and she would also shake. Stiff. They were just such hard attacks, and it's not something good. But what we're doing, we started doing our own withdrawal medicine because we realized if we keep on giving her this medicine, is it really okay? Is it really, what's the word? Is it really healthy? So there's one medicine that we stopped giving her completely, and she's okay without it. But this Rivotril, we reduced the dose. And she's doing okay, and we're just going to do it slowly until it gets to a point and boom, she doesn't need it, she doesn't require it, and it will be so nice. Also, let me just rant for a minute. There are people who really take advantage of parents or people that have kids with special needs. Because you see now, for instance, something like Rivotril, when we were desperate, if I go somewhere and I'm told I'll sell a pill for like 200 bob, and you're really desperate, you'll obviously get it. So the people that really make people pay a lot of money, that is wrong. Which actually brings us to our sixth point. For most kids, you will get them things like toys. Hello? I know that Flake, that song, has made someone's day. I know. And I know who that person is. Shout out to you. It's my dad, but